6 handicap, looking for better distance control with the irons and to play a more consistent draw with the driver. So a lot of these generalizations from your setup, since both are down the line views, are going to apply with both your irons and driver, such as your setup looks fine with the knee flex and bend from the waist. However, your shoulders are a bit open or aimed to the left. And as we know, that can influence a path that also wants to travel from out to in. But overall, we're looking okay. Maybe a bit too far extended with that trigger finger in the right hand, but let's get our path line up and watch this backswing. So first move, let's see where we're gonna go. Hands are working a little bit upright, but the knuckles up and supination of that right arm and right forearm is going to drag that club inside and open on that face. Common move for someone that comes a little bit over the top and steep through the transition, but the theme has been set to open it up and bring it flat. Now, amateur golfers can get away with a flat backswing if they can learn how to transition properly, because a flat backswing usually somewhere along the way is going to line up in a close to ideal position with the lead arm if it stays straight and if that trail elbow stays tucked. Now, I mean, look at this. Sure, your wrists are losing the club and you're losing the face angle, but your body's in a decent position. Knees are maybe overly flexed a little bit, but you can work with what you have right here. The issue is you do not stop there as that club continues well above the ideal path line, stemming from that trail elbow disconnection and then a real overhinge of that wrist at the top. What you do from there is you rotate out of it, getting stuck behind and getting steep on that path. Weight transfer doesn't shift to your left side far enough, so I can see some heavy shots with your contact as well. And it's very difficult to maintain your tilt angle when your hips are coming in the way they are. So that's just a quick intro to what I think we're going to talk a little bit more about with this driver here. So let's get another view. And the setup has a lot of similarities with the slight opening of the shoulders, that trigger finger, and that grip in the palm of your left hand. When you see your lead arm tucked under your trail arm as it is, that's another confirmation that your shoulder plane is open. Like to see that right shoulder or right arm behind, or just not even be able to see that left arm from setup. So again, let's get a path line here. Bend from the waist is probably a little bit too much now with this driver, as manufacturers tend to make drivers really long to sell distance, but that's aside the point. Same theme in the backswing. Get your left knuckles to point more down to the ground and keep that face closed in the takeaway. It'll be tough for you to change your path as well right now, but start by working on face control, and then secondly, just shortening up your backswing. If the mission is to hit it as far as you can, sure, go ahead and take it back up there, but then you'll want to still try to retuck that elbow and get that path a little bit more from the inside. Looks like you're trying to do that, but you have a ton of jump and inverse force away from the ball. When your spine lifts up or extends as it does through impact, you're throwing that club at the ball, and anything can happen with your club face through impact. So again, key takeaways: control the face in the backswing from P1 to P2, point it more downwards toward the ball, live with the inside takeaway, but try to stop when your lead arm is parallel to the primary path line. From there, I think you'll have a much greater chance of getting that club to drop back more from the inside, and then, yes, you'll have to close the face to finish it up with that draw. But good speed, good motion, got a few things to work on. Good luck. SendASwing.com.